All right, Vipers Whip back here with the Sunderland women's team. Heading into Christmas. Not sure when our next game is. Portsmouth and Newcastle. So we're out of the League Cup, so we don't have that kind of pressure to play. And here's our game against Ipswich. So 4-1 win. You can request a new contract if you're near the top of the league like we are. We're 4 points up on Birmingham. We're halfway through the season. And we still have FA Cup games to come. So we'll have to see. I'm not going to request a new contract. I'm not even sure what my contract is, but it doesn't make you pay for like living expenses and food and stuff like that. So it kind of doesn't matter at all. Here's my contract. $490 per week. There's 52 weeks in the year. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we're making like 25 grand or something. $24,000. I know Sunderland is not the most affluent part of England, the north, but well, I'm probably living with another couple people, maybe a couple of my poorly paid players. Poorly paid players. I don't know what I said there. Okay, so yeah, what's their schedule? Fixture schedule, here we go. Oh, quite a long time. All right, let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start getting stuff like this at this time of year. I have re-signed a couple of players or sent them contract offers. Let's go to our squad overview. And we'll go here and we'll look at expires. Demi Lambourne. I'm not going to keep her. If my goalie gets injured, I'll put the under 18 in next year, or the under 21. Not worry. Rana Blades is thought of by the team as a breakthrough prospect, but she's not great. She's 20. These numbers can go up. She's pretty quick, but she's short there. And I think I've shown you on highlights where when the where she will end up in the box defending, in our box defending, and she's not tall enough to block somebody from heading the ball into the net. And this is horrible to say because I'm not that tall. I'm being all judgy here. But so when I played, I've said this before, if the other team strikers were faster than our defensemen, I ended up playing defense. But I wasn't stopping anyone from heading the ball into the net. But I could beat them to through balls in most cases, right? Or have so much pressure on them that they weren't getting a shot. And basically they weren't running away from me. So she's fast enough to play and do that, but she sneaks into the box to help defend, which is great. But that's not really her role. But she ends up in there. You can see down at the bottom her potential ability. They think she's potentially good enough to play in the WSL2, which is the league we're trying to get out of. So she's one I'm about. It's the same over here with Corbin, except she has a bit higher chance. She's a bit taller, bit more jumping reach. I'm gonna give Corbin So he's asking for a 3-year contract. And a short contract? That's not a short contract. It's basically a 2-year contract. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's great, actually, length time. So, but level of playing, if I get a better one, I want them to be able to share. Regular starters can share. I'm just going to say that and then do this and then talk to Mary Corbin about a contract. They want immediate. She's getting a increase in wages. I only have 124. I have 93. Do we need to improve? I doubt I can trade anyone. If I do it at the end of season, she's going to get paid more than now. But I don't really have money to pay her. So yeah, she wanted 800 or 900. I'm going to have to pay her 1,000. It's $52,000 a year, or pounds. Loyalty bonus gets paid when the contract comes in. It's all fine. Agent fee fine. Yep, let's do it. Now the other people on the team, I've offered Izzy a contract. She's short. She can never head the ball in from a cross coming the other way, but and the rest of these players, I'm having a hard time finding a goalie that's better than Grace. At least right now. But no one's going to come and ask her. Like, no one's going to come and get her. So it doesn't. I don't have to defend her right now, and I could probably re-sign her in June next year. Emily Scar and Dale, they might sign deals to leave. That's fine. They are not great. They're WSL2 players. and they're good players in the WSL too. To be fair, you can be competitive in the league with these two, but we don't want to be competitive. We want to win the league and we want to go up. So we needed Priscilla and Clara. Clara especially, even more than Priscilla, to be fair. Priscilla is pumping the ball into the net regularly. She has a release clause of $235,000. If somebody picked her up, if somebody came and got her, it would add probably, it wouldn't add that much to my 235 grand would probably add something like $600 or $700 to my wage budget. So if somebody picks her up, it's fine. I'm going to try to move Scar and Dale. I don't see it happening I'd rather move Dale. Keep Scar till the end of the year and let her go. Scar can play more positions. She's actually decent at crossing the ball. So she's been playing in that position occasionally this year, as you've seen. So yeah, I'm not sold on all the rest of these people. Yeah, basically. If we come to our short list and we look at expires, she's up now and she's a wingback. People are offering her end of contract deals, but her contract expires here. What is this lady? She is a wingback right. She is shorter than the one I'm not happy with. Slower than the one I'm not happy with. She's also a couple of years older than the one I'm not happy with. So these are wonder kids. So they could end up being better, you know. She's going to want $1,000 per week, and Blades and Brown, meanwhile, are on much cheaper contracts. So I don't know about her. You can see she would be free in 10 days. She'd be free. I don't know. But you can see there's a lot of people coming up. Well, a dozen or so coming up. A lot of wing backs, a lot of defensive rights. So if we look at, let's do it this way. Let's do expire still. And let's look if anyone has good heading that is expiring. A center from France that we'll be able to afford. They nerfed dribbling and they improved defenders in this most recent patch. But here's a 22-year-old wonder kid. Again, these are wonder kids. They have high potential. We don't know what that is. I guess I could look in the editor. I haven't looked in the editor to see what their potential is. That's a little cheaty for my taste. I don't mind knowing their stats, but they're great potential. She has great potential. She's a wonder kid. So if you put her there with Waldy or somebody, that'd be great. I think that'd be great. So in January, I can come and offer this person an end of the year contract. And I won't have to pay $100K for her or anything, because she'll want a loyalty or sign-on bonus, but it won't be $100 or $120K. So we can get her cheap in January. And if they haven't offered her a deal by now, like, these people have been signing 1 and 2 year deals. they've been disappearing, or they're aging themselves off the. No, actually, they won't age themselves off the Wonder Kid list. This was a short list. They don't disappear off it just because of their age. So we've got jumping. It's not great heading. It'll work out. Here's one the opposite way. How tall are they? Not bad. So yeah, their jumping could go up. Only 20, so she's going to improve quite a lot. So could I have a French and German play? Oh no, she's from Guadeloupe. Germany doesn't have a problem with Guadeloupe. Here's one. Again, lots of just nobody else can jump. Just the defense people. There's an achievement in the game for, well, he's Madison Perry. Medium height. I mean, she can jump a little bit. Would I pick her up? Casey Fair is still... Did Casey Fair sign? You look by jumping. Casey Fair has 14 jumping. Here we go. She's up. Oh, fucking hell. She's up now. No, next Christmas. Oh, okay. So recently she signed a deal till next Christmas. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll think about her. But this player... I want to change that. Where's her 16, 17? Crossing is good. They're natural in the middle, but also defensive mid. And boy, do we need one of those as well. Tall, jumping reach. Okay, so let's say she's defensive mid. And instead of defensive center. Because there's other defensive centers here that I think can do the job. This person's becoming available. For free. When I say they're coming available, they're going to be free. She's no one. They might sign her to an end of the year contract, but we're not going to have to pay that for her at this stage because they're not going to sign her to a new deal. Her team, she's on right now, is not signing her to a new deal. She's on Paris Saint-Germain, one of the premier teams. So we're top of the league, though. Okay. I want you to understand what that means in January. It means that people who wouldn't talk to you, and she may still not talk to us. She plays for Paris Saint-Germain. They're one of the best teams in Europe, one of the best teams in the world, probably. So it's a long way down to a team. Even if we get promoted, it's a long way down for her. Okay? But she can play a position where I want a tall player. She can play defensive mid, and we can come down here and grab this player to play behind her in center, who has 16 jump. No one's going to score on us from cross crease headers. They've improved marking. So they've improved the defenders quite a lot. And players just walking into the box, I think, has been improved. She's not the fastest. Could improve a little bit. She's only 22. How fast are you? Not the fastest, but you're going to improve a little bit. You're 23, so you're running out of time. And then you're in the weeds here a little bit. Here's another one. But again, that's next Christmas rather than next summer. And I do want Casey. That's the first time I've seen her get re-signed. And she did sign for... She extended her deal. She might still be released in the summer, though. Maybe that's what happened. She's released. So, one of the things... So, when I've complained about lower leagues... that there's nowhere for players who shouldn't be here to go. So if we look at our team, Rhiannon Roberts, for example, is good enough to play professional football even at 36 when she finishes her deal next. She's going to be on the team next season. Okay. When we're in the WSL 1, hopefully. I mean, we're in the lead. Top 2 go up. I would love to win the league, but we have 11 games left. There's no possibility of us getting relegated at this point, I'm pretty sure. But hopefully we'll be in the WSL 2, and she's in the WSL 1. And hopefully she is... She's not even good enough to be in the WSL 2. Look, she's supposed to be in the league below us, but there is no league below us. So next year, she's a squad player, so she only expects to be a sub or get on the field occasionally. And she will only get on the field occasionally. She's just not good enough, fast enough, or anything. That's gone down. She was 10 when the season started, I think, for pace. So, I may be wrong there. And I just don't see her being in 1. And she's not good enough for 2. But there's no lower league here for her to play in. And no one would buy her. If I put her up for sale because she's not... if I went to her and said, look, you're not good enough for this league really anymore. No shame on you, right? But we've seen players just sprint right by you. Now maybe with the dribbling changes and everything that will be better now. We'll see. But she's not good enough for this league. And I think if the lower leagues were here, we might be able to say, like, look, her asking price is nothing. We could waive her asking price. We could say, look, you're going to go down here and you're going to be one of the top players on the team. You're going to play every game. They're going to pay you the same amount of money you're making here because she's going to be a leading player. So she'd be one of the highest paid players on the team. And maybe you get promoted. I wouldn't have this discussion with her right now, but in the summer, because we'd be going up and she's not going to see the field except late in the game next year. The other thing is that, but there's nowhere to send her. She's good enough to play women's professional football. And I would send her down to the FA Women's North or South. She'd probably play till she's 40 at this stage or whatever, 38. I'm not sure how fast that pace is going to go down. Pace is an absolute stat, meaning it's 8 everywhere, and there are 11s, 12s, 13s in the WSL, in the Women's North and South. So, yeah, not going to be good enough for next year. There's nowhere to send her. We've got some pretty mediocre players signed for next year. Ellen Jones, Libby McKinney's. We'll see if I can sell anyone. I'll sell players in the January transfer window if I can, because there's very few players I want to keep. You do need a team to play next year, but the more money I have, the more I can do to fix that. So people are making loan approaches for Kitching, but she's honestly one of our best subs. And they'll pay $26,000 for her after this season. And I think it's probably good. Let's see what... 26,000 is not moving the needle for me at all. I don't care if this deal doesn't happen, basically. So if I say 33,000, I got another couple grand. She has to accept it. She's under contract. She can not go if she doesn't want to. And frankly, that 28K is not going to move the needle, so I don't care. What is her issue? Oh, she's not playing as much as she would like to. She has the same potential as Izzy, but she's not as good as Izzy. Like, actually on the field. So, she's decent, but there's better players there. There's players that are going to eclipse Izzy. I'm going to have to get rid of Izzy next year or something. But I want to give her a chance in League One. So, loan status. We'll make her available for loan. See if somebody... She got a goal bonus. So she's making the news. McInnes is coming back. That's great. We just have to avoid players getting injured again. So these guys made an approach. How much are they paying? She doesn't want to talk to them, so. And she rejected the Wellington Phoenix. She rejected the loan like I thought she would. So she's worth quite a bit of money. And they're not paying any money, like they're not defraying her wage cost for the rest of the season. And then they're offering a third of her value or something. And she doesn't want to talk to them anyways. Yeah. And that they want to go there. I'm not going to negotiate over that amount of money. Go ahead. She's on my under 21s. I didn't even know for sure who that was when the... And then she rejected it. Even though her agent said that was the preferred place. So this isn't 60,000 after 20 matches, which would take her into next season. And as a squad player, no guarantee she even reached 20 matches. One to 3 days, that's fine. Merry Christmas to my players. Corbin signed her deal. The men's leagues are in the game, but I don't love. Oh yeah, Newcastle manager got sacked. Southampton's manager got sacked. Newcastle being down here is honestly super surprising. But the rest of the league is more or less normal. I'll do that, and I'll play her a bit more. Now, there's a long time until our next game, so I'm gonna make the goalie for one match. McInnes is coming back from injuries. Ellen Jones, let's do 60 minutes. 60 minutes is basically the full game from the perspective of the playtime and stats and everything, so you don't have to put them out there for 90. And in friendly matches, you can make as many subs as you want. If she's the worst, I don't have to go in there and be critical of anyone. Sorry, it's a bit boring going through this. I probably should have done this off screen. Scar. Yeah, she would definitely crush the under 21s, but no doubt she is a wonder kid. Not excited about speaking to them, so forget it. McInnes, Sunderland, Kitching opts to stay. Oh, I'm way back in the bottom here, so you can't teach an old dog new tricks. We tried to give her a trait. That didn't work out. Yeah, I'm going. Well, I can offer them contracts right now. I guess I can. wants us to offer contracts to the youth players. She's short. You either have to be super fast, like, or so to receive through balls, or tall to get crossed balls. So I can tell you that normally I would float to the far side of the box, like if the right, I often played one of the wings, normally the right wing, or center or whatever. So, like, I played all over the pitch. But if I was playing center, striker, we normally ran with 2 strikers. I would move to the far side of the box and he would stand kind of towards the middle, and I would wait for a ball that came over or a short pass up here. It depends on the plays we designed as a team. But yeah, I wouldn't be standing in the middle waiting to head the ball into the net. So that's something that happens in this game. So she's not good enough to keep. We don't play AMC, and she's not good enough to be a striker for our team. Maybe we can sell players going down. How old is she? 17. So yeah, we can keep her on the under 21 team the whole time. It's fine. She's not asking for a ton of money. And the rest of these are not good enough to... Oh, what are you? Are you tall? No. She's not worth much money. How old is she? 17? I'll resign her. Oh, I just clicked. Okay, never mind. I'll come here. They're going to just stay on the under 21 team until I can sell them. Her reflexes are Her height's okay. Her jumping reach is very, very good. Yeah, she's a long ways off what I need. I'm okay with not having a wonder kid goalie, because that's asking a lot for development, and I'd rather somebody else develop the goalie. So I'm okay with this. Let's go. It's fine. And maybe I will start signing some end of the year contracts. But some players expire tomorrow or whatever, so I'll wait. Transfer window opens on January 2nd. So there's some danger to going forward. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, that sucks because she was our alternate to Corbin on the left. December Player of the Month. She dedicated it to me. Awesome. And we'll accept that. Let's go to our short list. Basically, I'm not going to upload this episode. Nothing happened. So I'm going to stop recording now.